Hi guys, welcome back. Today I decided to do something different. I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial, but I'm gonna do a talk through. It's because I've never did one like this before. I'm gonna start off with my brows already done. If you want a list of all the products I used in this video today, it will be listed down below. I'm gonna put some chapstick on because my lips feeling real chapped. And I'm using my infamous Burt's Bees as usual, because I love Burt's Bees. I'm not going to start off doing my face or my foundation first because I normally don't do that unless I'm doing something very quick, and I don't know what I'm going to do today for a look, so I'm going to start off with my eyes. But I did already prime my face with my homemade Shea butter and my E.L.F mist and set spray, and my face has been washed prior to that. So I'm gonna start off as usual priming my eyelids with L'Oreal Magic De-Crease and my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. You do want to always prime your lids, especially if you have oily lids. I would say even if you don't have oily lids, to prime them because it will prolong the life of your eyeshadows. I know when I first started doing makeup, I didn't have a primer on my lids, and my lids are naturally very oily, so everything would crease, and in 2 hours or so, all the pigmentation of the eyeshadows, all the work I did was just gone. So make sure to always prime your lids, very important. And right here, I'm just blending it out with the Eco Tools, just a concealer brush, just something synthetic. Synthetic brushes will work better with the creamy bases such as these. Now that our eyelids are primed, you want to set that primer with a skin tone shadow. So I'm using Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee, like I always do. Now that our eyelids are primed and set with the shadow, now we can play in some colors. Next, I'm going to apply Colorstay Hot Pot in CM03. It's like a vibrant orangey yellow tone eyeshadow. I'm just gonna apply that all over my crease as my first transition color. So the brush I'm using is, this was a dollar brush that I got from like a Dollar Palace, a dollar store, and the handle broke on it, so I just applied it to like an E.L.F fan brush and I just attached it to it. But this thing actually is very good, and I've had it for a while now, and it actually is really good at blending colors together. So I'm just gonna apply this color into all over my crease. First, you want to dip your brush into the shadow and make sure you tap off the excess so that you don't get a lot of fallout, as well as a lot of product just in one spot. So make sure you tap it off, tap off the excess. And to blend very well, you just want to use sweeping motion. So you want to sweep back and forth, just sweep back and forth. You can do circular motions as well, but I find that sweeping and doing circular motions blends things very well. We'll be using Colorstay Hot Pot in CM05, and it's a vibrant coral pinky tone eyeshadow. Using my Sedona Lace EB09 brush. This is what it looks like. So right now I'm just gonna pack it. I'm just gonna pack it on my lids right now. I'm applying it all over my lid, and since I got a nice even base on it, then I want to turn. I'm turning the brush on its side, and I'm gonna blend it into the crease. So just lightly bring it into the crease just so everything is seamless. So you just want to sweep it back and forth. You can turn it this way if you like and insert it into the crease and then swipe it back and forth and then pat it as well. You just want to just blend it all together. Just blend it. Previous shadow that I used in the crease and the same brush that I used, and maybe just add a little bit more product. You don't have to if you don't want to. Just where the crease is on the outskirts, just to blend these two together. Next I'm going to apply another shadow from Coastal Scents, and it's the Coastal Scents Hot Pot in B08. For the shadow, I will be using, I'm going to use this brush. This is an E.L.F. professional eyeshadow brush. This is how it looks. It's flat. It's very flat. It's very, very flat. As you can see, it's flat. And this brush was only $1. I picked this up at a dollar store and it was only $1. And I tend to grab this brush a lot just because it fits into my small lids and it's very thin, so I can pack on a lot of color. So I'm just gonna apply this eyeshadow right on the center of our lids. Next, I'm going to apply the same shadow wet, just to intensify it. I'm going to use my E.L.F. Makeup Mist and Set. You can use anything. You can use water if you have it, or eye drops, or Max Fix Plus. But this is all I have right now, so what I'm gonna do is spray the brush. Let's see, spray it. Just so it's damp. And then I'm gonna dip the brush in the shadow. And apply it on the center as well. I'm going to apply my foundation, and I did already apply a primer. I used the Maybelline Blur and Smooth, and I applied it all right here into my T-zone, around my nose and my forehead and my chin. It's typically where I normally get oily at. I'm going to use my Revlon Colorstay foundation. It's in 410 Cappuccino. It's for combination and oily skin. And first, I always shake my foundations first. I don't care if it says it or it doesn't say it. I will shake it. To apply my foundation, I'm going to be using the Real Technique complexion sponge. This is how it naturally looks when it's not damp or wet, but I'm using this one and I did dampen it, so the sizes are different. So now this is kind of moist and this is still hard. So I do love these complexion sponges. I'm going to apply some on the bottom, this angled part. I will do pouncing motions while applying this foundation, and I'll just tap it all over my face. This is one layer of that foundation, but for today I will be applying another layer. I do use about 2 layers of foundation for my whole face. If I need more, maybe use 2.5. I'm going to apply my concealer, and I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD concealer in Fawn. And I do love this concealer. This concealer only goes for maybe $3 and it covers very well. I will do just this one concealer. If I'm going out, I'll just use this one concealer if I'm just going out real quick. But if I really want to highlight, I'll use this concealer. This is the Revlon Colorstay concealer in 05 medium deep, and I will apply this right on top underneath that concealer, a little bit down my nose. And this concealer is like 3 to 4 shades lighter than me, so I like to do this just so it's extra brightening. And I did forget today, since I don't normally do this, but to enhance my contour, when I do contour, I will apply LA Girl Pro Concealer and Fawn underneath my contour areas just to enhance the contour a little bit. I don't normally do that every day. I just do it sometimes for tutorials if I feel like doing it. Now I'm going to take my E.L.F. stippling brush. This is what it looks like. It has black and white hairs. So I will use this, and sometimes I do spray it with my E.L.F. mist and set. Spray it a little just to dampen it, just so it will make the blending for the concealer just a little better. I will take the same complexion sponge that I use for my foundation, and I will take the other side, the tip side, and I will just blend out the edges of the concealer by just pouncing it. Now that all the areas are blended out, I will set it with a pressed powder. I do use L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder in N7 Classic Tan. To apply this, I am using the Sedona Lace 313. I think this is a tapered highlighter brush. I don't use it for highlight. I use it for setting my concealer. Don't go in and apply a face powder all over. I just go straight into contouring, and I do use my black Radiance pressed powder in Rich Mahogany. This is what it looks like. And I will be using my Sedona Lace FB03 brush, and it just looks like this. It's like a tulip base brush. Apply my highlight. I typically use the same highlights every single time, and it's Milani Baked bronzers, but this looks so beautiful as a highlight for my skin tone. And this is, the shade is 05 Soleil, and I will typically use this professional blush brush. And I got this also from a dollar store. It isn't a great brush. As you can tell, it's very spiky. It was only $1. It's very spiky, but I don't like to use it as blush. It actually is very hard. It hurts my cheeks if I use this as a blush brush, so I use it on its side right here, like this flat side, and I use it as highlight. To come back to blush once I complete my eyes. For my lower lash line, I'm going to apply this magenta. This is by Coastal Scents. It's called magenta actually. It's like a purpley pink tone. I'm gonna apply it underneath my eyes. And to apply that, I will be using my E.L.F. Professional Defining Eye Brush. This is what it looks like. Now everything is blended and smoked out. I'm going to go in with Coastal Scents Deep Eggplant, and this is just a navy blue. The brush I'm using to apply it is Sigma's pencil brush E30. It's an E30 brush. This is how it looks. This is how it looks. It's a pencil, just a regular pencil brush. My lower waterline, I'm just gonna apply L'Oreal's Blue Luminous Smoldering Eyeliner in black. Going with the gold, I will be using Coastal Scents 18 Karat Gold. The same E.L.F. brush that I used to apply the shade in the center. I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm just going to flip it on the other side. And I'm just going to apply a little bit. I just applied a teeny bit. And I just want to apply that into the middle just to add a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of gold, just to make the eye stand out a little bit more. And with the previous brush that I used for the first shade on the lids, I'm just gonna tap them just to blend everything together. And I will also reapply that shade, that corally shade. I will also reapply it just on the outskirts and the inner, for the inner corner and also the outer corner. Okay, next I'm going to apply my mascara, and this is one of my favorite mascaras at the moment. And it's the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara in Carbon Black. These are the finished eyes. Now I will apply my blush, and I'm going to use the Milani Baked Blush in 11 Bella Rosa. This is what it looks like. It's vibrant. It's a vibrant pink, vibrant, very vibrant. So I'm gonna be using my Sedona Lace 980 brush. It's just a powder brush. It's very fluffy. These brushes are very soft. I do like these a lot. I'm going to layer another blush on top of that one, and this is Milani's Baked Blush in Corallina. This is how it looks. This is a coral color, and it does have some gold in it. It's so pretty. I love it. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit on top. How about this? This is Click by ColourPop. This might be too bright. gonna do it. Line my lips with this lip liner pencil from LA Colors. It's in red, I believe. I'm gonna fill them in with the ColourPop Lippy Stick in Click. Lips. Hey guys, this is the finished look with lips and eyes. I know this is a very bright lip, but if you don't care for that, you can pair it with any neutral lip, any neutral lipstick or liner. You can do whatever you want, but I want it to be colorful, so yeah, this is what I came up with. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial and stay blessed.